This is the Honor Magic 8 Pro Air. Pretty much everyone around me who's seen this phone has had nothing but good things to say about it, and after using it myself, I honestly agree. I like it so much that I'm planning to make it my main phone for the long run. At first glance, it feels like Honor is aiming straight at Apple's iPhone Air, but once you actually use it, you realize it outperforms Apple in several areas and even brings a few unexpected highlights. A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Maiky from techmaiky. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Let's start with the feel in hand, because that's where this phone really shines. It's unbelievably light and, in my opinion, one of the best feeling Android phones you can buy right now. With a thickness of just 6.1 millimeters, a weight of 155 grams, and a width of 71.9 millimeters, those numbers alone already tell a story. I genuinely recommend going to a physical store to try it for yourself, since it's already available to experience. Once you pick it up, I'm confident you'll be even more impressed. This kind of light and slim design still holds clear advantages, even when compared with the much praised iPhone Air. I honestly didn't expect an Android phone to compete so directly with the iPhone. That said, the name includes Pro, which naturally raises a question. Is it really worthy of that title? That's what we're here to talk about today. First up is performance. The Honor Magic 8 Pro Air is powered by the Dimensity 9500, built on a 3nm process with an all-big core architecture. Whether you're handling everyday tasks or pushing it with heavy gaming, performance is excellent. The presence of the Dimensity 9500 clearly shows Honor's ambition to create a true Air-style device without compromising power. Next, let's talk about the Pro experience on the front. I was actually surprised that Honor went with a 6.31-inch display instead of Apple's larger 6.5-inch approach. This decision makes the Magic 8 Pro Air both lighter and more compact, and the in-hand experience is genuinely outstanding. The display specs themselves are no joke either, with a 1.5K resolution, around 460 ppi pixel density, and a peak brightness that goes up to 6,000 nits. On top of that, Honor brings along its signature eye care features, including 43.320 Hz ultra-high frequency PWM dimming, AI defocus eye protection, AI circadian-friendly eye protection, AI visual health management, and more than a dozen additional eye care technologies. As a result, this slim and lightweight flagship offers the same level of eye protection you'd expect from Honor's top-tier models, and in this area, Honor is clearly ahead of Apple. Now let's move on to imaging, which is where Honor surprised me the most this time. To keep things thin, the iPhone Air can only manage a single camera. The Honor Magic 8 Pro Air, on the other hand, gives you a full triple camera setup. There's a 64-megapixel 3.25 periscope telephoto lens with a 1G plus 3P lens group and SEPA 5.0 stabilization, a 50-megapixel main camera with a large 1.3-inch sensor and an f1.6 aperture, and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera alongside it. This kind of camera hardware is extremely rare in compact flagships and Air-style phones. As for image quality, many people assume the iPhone Air would easily win, so we brought in an iPhone 17 Pro for a direct comparison to see how the Honor Air actually performs. Looking at the main camera, the Honor uses a wider 23mm focal length, which is great for landscapes and helps capture more of the scene while maintaining good detail. The iPhone 17 Pro has a similar focal length, so we shot from the same position at 23mm and 26mm to see how much cropping occurs. In terms of color, the iPhone sticks to its familiar, realistic color reproduction without strong stylistic changes, while the Honor's Vivid mode delivers a brighter, more playful look. When switching to a 2x cropped focal length, the iPhone Air's weaknesses are less obvious, but the images still tend to look a bit flat in color and contrast. The Honor avoids this problem, producing photos that feel more lively and visually pleasing. In similar main camera shots, the Honor lens shows better sharpness, and the colors make details like plants on a wall look richer and more appealing. In high-contrast sunset scenes, the Honor Magic 8 Pro Air automatically triggers its sunrise and sunset scene mode, resulting in photos with better balance. No blown-out highlights and no completely crushed shadows. Compared to both iPhones, the sky colors from the Honor look noticeably better. After shooting a large number of photos, our overall impression is clear. The Honor delivers more attractive colors, stronger atmosphere, and better lens performance than the iPhone, making it ideal for everyday shooting and landscape photography. Even quick, casual snapshots turn out great. On top of that, unlike the iPhone Air, The Honor Magic 8 Pro Air includes a telephoto lens, which allows for more compressed compositions. You also don't need to stand as close to your subject, giving you more freedom while shooting. This makes the telephoto advantage very obvious, and you can be fully confident in the Honor Air's camera performance. Finally, the flash on the Honor Air is also worth talking about. It's the first to feature an array-style zoom flash with 5 independent LED elements, delivering extremely high brightness. It also supports zoom coverage from 23mm all the way to 148mm, which is perfect for portraits. On the software side, Honor has added some fun features to take advantage of this powerful flash. In portrait mode, you can simply tap on filters, slide all the way to the right, and find the CCD mode. One tap is all it takes to shoot, and you can instantly feel just how bright it is. We took a few sample shots so you can see the results for yourself. Overall, Honor's CCD mode is very easy to use and surprisingly effective, producing this look with just a single tap. A lot of girls are probably going to love this next feature. In the photo album, Honor has added several new tools, one of the highlights being AI Flashmaster. This uses AI to add fill light to portrait photos after they've already been taken. So even if the lighting on someone's face wasn't ideal at the moment you snap the photo, you can tweak it later in the album and see a very obvious improvement. AI Flashmaster also offers multiple modes, and each one looks surprisingly natural, not overdone at all. Another really fun feature is AI color tracking. You can download apps like Xiaohongshu or browse other online platforms, then use Honor's AI color matching on your phone to recreate the same photo style that others have already color graded. Once you apply the filter, the overall look instantly feels more refined and premium. There's also an inspiration tool that I personally find extremely useful. It gives you guidance for different scenes and poses, which is perfect for anyone who isn't great at taking photos of their girlfriend. This might just save you from getting scolded later, right? With these references, you can simply follow along, and the final photos will definitely turn out better. Now let's move on to battery life, which I know is something everyone really cares about. I was honestly worried at first, because as Android phones add more AI features, you'd expect battery capacity to take a big hit. Take Apple's iPhone Air as an example with its 3100 mAh battery. Looking ahead to 2026, that capacity really doesn't feel reassuring. Even if its battery life is better than expected, it still doesn't completely ease battery anxiety. But after seeing the battery specs and real-world performance of the Honor Magic 8 Pro Air, my concerns were completely gone. If you look at the teardown diagram, you'll notice that the motherboard is incredibly small, yet it still manages to integrate 3 cameras, a speaker, and an earpiece. That's seriously impressive. The benefit of this design is obvious. It leaves more room for the battery. Thanks to an extremely high energy density of 917 watt-hours per liter, Honor managed to fit a massive 5500 mAh battery into such a slim and lightweight body, which is pretty wild. In a 5-hour battery life test, after running through a series of scenarios, the phone still had 43% battery remaining. That's an excellent result for a 5500 mAh battery. Charging performance is just as reassuring. Not only is battery life solid, but charging hasn't been compromised either. You get 80-watt wired charging and even 50 watts wireless charging, which honestly surprised me. In testing, the 80-watt wired charging reached 13% in just 5 minutes, 24% in 10 minutes, and 70% in 30 minutes, with a full charge completed in 52 minutes. That's clearly much faster than what you get on an iPhone. Beyond these core hardware features, the smaller details are also handled very well. Looking at the overall package, it's clear that Honor has included features many others leave out. You get dual speakers, a vibration motor with decent feedback, an infrared remote, IP68 and IP69 water and dust resistance, and even a dual physical SIM setup alongside eSIM support. This is especially interesting when you consider that the iPhone Air only offers eSIM. On top of that, there's an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor that unlocks instantly, even with a light accidental touch. It really feels like Honor has thought through both the essentials and the extras. As for AI features that Apple still hasn't rolled out, and which don't seem close to arriving in the Chinese market, Honor is already well ahead. Honor's UU AI is not only powerful, but also very easy to use. It can help you edit photos, write articles, plan your schedule, learn about fashion, and even identify potential scams. Honestly, I feel like I've only explored less than 10% of what UU AI can actually do. Its potential is genuinely huge. At first, from an outsider's point of view, it felt like Honor was directly challenging Apple and the iPhone Air, especially since the design looks somewhat similar. But after actually using the Magic Pro Air, I realized that thinking was completely off. Honor doesn't need to chase Apple at all. They've proven that they can fit 3 cameras, a flagship processor, dual speakers, dual physical SIM cards, and a large battery into a phone that's just 6.1 millimeters thick and weighs only 155 grams. That level of hardware integration alone puts them well ahead of Apple. From my personal experience, the in-hand feel is truly outstanding. And the best part is you don't have to sacrifice features or specs to get that feel. In fact, choosing this phone could save you thousands compared to buying an iPhone Air without feeling like you're missing out. It's simply a more well-rounded and reliable choice. I also really respect Honor for having the courage to launch a compact Air-style phone at a time when similar models were selling poorly, production was being cut, and competitors had already given up on the category. That takes confidence. The industry response to this phone has been very positive, and I honestly hope it sells well. If it does, it could push more brands to follow the same direction and focus on making phones thinner without cutting corners. That would mean more genuinely useful products for all of us. And with that, I'll wrap up my experience with the Honor Magic Pro Air. What do you think about it? Would you pick one up to try? As for me, I'll definitely be using this phone for a long time.